Hey everybody, how's it going? Thank you guys so much for joining me for another video. This is Living History Militaria, and today I have another additions video here as promised. I was waiting on a few more solid items to come in, and they certainly did. So, not going to waste any time. Let's jump in. I'm actually going to start off right here. I found this on Facebook Marketplace for $10. So, couldn't resist. I don't have a jerry can yet. Has a dented part of the handle right here. The cap does still tighten and loosen, but the inside still reeks of gasoline, so it's going to stay closed. There isn't anything in it, but definitely still has the gas fumes. There is a letter G, it looks like, here on the top, and then it looks like there was something painted in white underneath it. But USA right there, and then on the other side there's the G, and QMC is the maker of this. And then on the bottom, nice little surprise. Oops, let's see, it is upside down. This one is stamped 1944 here on the bottom, made by Wheeling. As you can see right there, 1944. So pretty cool for $10. I couldn't resist. And right up here, got two items from a good friend of mine who is also a collector. I was originally going over just for the scrapbook, and I was also fortunate enough to look at his collection, which is amazing. But right here, he also had this that he was going to put up for sale, so I decided to grab it. Let's see. Go ahead and fix the camera. Right here is a nice, honest World War II M1 McCord helmet. Got the front rim here is a little bit bent. It looks like it might have been repainted at one point. It looks like there's marker or something right here. There's chips, there's flakes, there's a couple dents in the top, and then there's some silver paint droplets right up here on the top. So it's definitely been messed with a little bit, but you know what? That's okay. Paid $50 for it. Couldn't complain. His helmets are now starting to go up in prices from what I've seen, at least. But right here on the inside, you can see the heat stamp is 1071B. Or actually, that could even be a 4. 1074, possibly? I think it's 1071, though. 1071B. Which puts the steel manufacture date around September of 1944. So, pretty cool. I really like the dark green patina on this one, though, so it's going to look good with all the other ones. And while we're on the topic of helmets, right here is one of my recent acquisitions. This right here is a beautiful example of a Mark I Brodie, and on it is painted the insignia. Very faintly you can see it, but you can still see the red circle. This is the insignia of the 30th Infantry Division, Old Hickory. Does not have a liner, does not have a chin strap, but I don't really look for those. Honestly, I don't care what the inside looks like. I just like the outside to display. One of the bales is missing on the inside, so looks like the inner pieces may have rusted out, but as you can see, the rim right here is a little bit rusted too, but everything is still intact. So another painted division helmet. And also, if we look underneath here, we can find the heat stamp is right there. It says FKS, which is right here. Looks like a 5, but it says FKS. And then there's a number 8 right next to that, which is very hard to see, but I promise it's there. And FKS, I forget what the name of the manufacturer was, but they also had FS as a heat stamp too, I guess. So really cool. And then The gentleman that I bought this from got caught up with work, so he had a little delay in shipping, and as an apology, he sent me some freebies. So I got a couple of modern patches here. It looks like the 43rd Infantry Division, sublimated, the khaki version, some sort of cavalry regiment. I can't remember exactly what this one is, but this one is a red and white version. And then there is the green sublimated version right here. So forget exactly which one this is, but if anybody knows, feel free to drop a comment. And thank you in advance, because I'm also going to need help identifying some clothing too, because these two right in here also came with the helmet, and I'm not too keen on jackets and whatnot, so... But it is a big tan coat. It's got some pockets here on the bottom. It's got these gold plastic, they're not metal, buttons with the eagles on them. And then on the inside here, it's actually named to I think it's W.C. Campbell. Yeah. W.C. Campbell, and then it's written... right here on the inside, W.C. Campbell. This one I don't think has any patches on it, but it's got like these shoulder straps. Haven't seen anything like this, so if anybody knows what this one is, please let me know. This was attached to it also. I'm wondering if that's Korean or even Vietnam War. Same with this one here. Is a short sleeve, and it has a specialist rank patch on there. This one I don't think is named. Might have belonged to the same person, I'm not sure. But still nice and crisp, fold lines in it. And that is the only thing that's on the inside. So, pretty cool. But for free, I thought it was pretty neat. Right up here, I'm going to put these two aside. Got some Ordinance up here. Got a dummy baseball grenade, which is pretty cool. I have the pineapple and the lemon grenade, but I don't have a baseball, so now I do. And next to that, I also have a M-block clip for the M1 Garand. This one is dated 1953 and 54, and these are blanks. So you can tell by the red cap right there. So live blanks, pretty neat. Okay, I've kind of reorganized things. So back to Ordnance, I have 3 20mm shells. A couple different dates in here. There is a Mark II, dated 1943. This one right here is a Mark II, dated 1943 as well. And this one right here is a chrome version of a Mark III, dated 1944. So, pretty cool. And right here, I also have a large 40mm shell for the pom-pom gun. And this one you can see right here, if it'll focus. There we go, 40mm. There's the lot, dated 1943. And the primer right here is dated 1942. So, got some more brass to add to the collection. And right down here, I got more autographs as well. I have right here the signature of Gerhard Krems, which is a flying ace in the Luftwaffe. Right here, I got this really awesome envelope, and you can pause and read that if you'd like, about the British Royal Submarine, the HMS Splendid, P228. Right here, I got signatures of 5 of the 30 survivors. It's a really interesting story. It was sunk by the German destroyer Hermes near, where was it? I think it was off the coast of Italy. in the in the Mediterranean. And then right here in this frame, got a really cool formatted paper with the autograph right here of Luftwaffe ace, and I think he's the 9th most successful fighter pilot in aviation history, Paul Zorner here. So really nice picture of him. There's the autograph with a date and some of his awards. He flew night missions with the night fighters, which is pretty cool. 272 missions, 59 aerial victories. So really excited to add this one. And then right over here with that, I actually got a couple of freebies. Got this postcard right here, German postcard from World War II. And we got another Air Training Corps Gazette belonging to, again, Walters, whoever that was. This one is volume 111, December 1943. So we have one from the last purchase belonging to the same guy, which is really cool. So a continuation grouping of some Air Cadet stuff, some personal items here. But there's some really cool things in here, especially if you're a aviation fan like me. So some cool stuff. And then right here, another paper item, but something a little bit different, because actually my grandparents just came in visiting from Florida, and they both know how much history means to me and how much I love World War II and military history and whatnot. And the author, Barbara Martin, actually visited the park that they live in and got this book for me, When the East Wind Blows. And what's really cool about this is it was addressed to me and signed by Barbara. So I was overjoyed with this. I thought that was really awesome. So definitely spread the word, tell your family and your friends about the stuff that you collect. You'll never know what you'll get. But I can't wait to read this, actually, because I've been reading a lot of World War II novels recently. Just finished one about a B-17 crew member. But you can pause this and read that if you'd like. But basically, this is about the author's grandparents who were fleeing the Eastern Front lines as they were approaching, where they lived and whatnot. So really, really interesting stuff. So definitely tell your friends and family about the stuff that you collect and whatnot. Spread the word, because you'll never know what might end up in your lap someday. So I'm going to clear some space here, and we're going to go over this scrapbook. Okay, so here we have another scrapbook. This one is from occupied Japan, I believe, is where this person was stationed. If we open it up here, we got a couple of loose items in here, but first thing, we have a domain of the Golden Dragon, crossing of the international date line on March 5th, 1943, aboard the USS James B. Francis. And these all belong to Mr. William Gem, who actually lived kind of local, within about a half an hour, but still central New York. Right here, got some more. This one is, I forget what this one is actually. It's kind of faded up at the top. Domain of Neptunus Rex is what that one is. 10th of March, 1943, aboard the James B. Francis. I haven't done any research on that ship yet. This is a really cool thing. It's a little certificate. The American Red Cross. This is to his wife, I believe. Ada, in recognition of meritorious personal service performed on behalf of the nation, her armed forces, and suffering humanity in the Second World War. So, issued right there, Parrish, New York. Pretty cool. Got some certificates right here also for William. Let's see, this is Advanced Swimmer, intermediate swimmer, beginner swimmer, and then just swimmer. He was a member of the 842nd Signal Service Company. So, haven't gotten a whole lot of research on that unit, but still pretty cool to have a name. And then right here, 1944, Oswego chapter of the American Red Cross in Oswego, New York, which is the next county up from me. I'm in Onondaga County. Right here on the next page, nothing on this except this. You can pause and read that if you like. It was a KIA guy from Syracuse. So pretty interesting. A couple of telegrams, greetings on Mother's Day. And then this one right here, I think, was... I can't remember if this was a birthday or not, but a couple of Western Union telegrams. There's the birthday one right there. A couple of small V-mail Mother's Day cards here from the Army, which is pretty cool. Got greetings, Christmas 1944 from Pacific Ocean area, and then something was cut out right here, which might have been location or something, or his name possibly, but I like how it says Pacific Ocean area. Then right here, section from the Syracuse newspaper. Protestant Temple right here for Sunday, November 26, 1944. Got some more Syracuse newspaper clippings. Some men from Syracuse. So all of this is a local gold mine because he kept stuff from the local paper and local people. Here's the Syracuse Herald American on different ribbons. And there's the second page. And there's another one here on the back. And then up here, I got a couple of poems and prayers and whatnot. Got Guard My Son for Me, Prayer of a Soldier Mother. And then right here, a local man is awarded the Purple Heart while fighting on Luzon. Right here, chapel at Island Command in Ishima, November 11th, 1945. Order of Morning Worship. Let's see. Some more church stuff. This is cool. We got some more small V-mail Christmas. Some cards. Here is, I think this is like a fold-out card right here. This is pretty neat. I couldn't get a Christmas card half good enough for you, and then if you keep opening up, this folds out, and then it folds out again, but my hands are kind of full, so. Let's see. Little ditty on the card explains the reasons for these sort of greetings. All that I wanted to have you know, you are ever in my thoughts, and that I am looking forward to the day where we can see each other again. All my love, Bill. There we go. So, right here, this is pretty cool. That is the USS Casper, which he was also on. So, another ship that I need to do some research on. Congress of the United States, House of Representatives. This is VE Day in Washington, and I think more than anything, the people here are thinking about the boys who did the job. People gathered around the radio to hear President Truman's proclamation. His message was simple and direct, and everyone seemed pleased with it. So it's pretty cool. It's like a letter of thanks. Thanksgiving dinner, 1944, on the USS Casper. This is pretty cool. Has been forwarded through the facilities of the War Department Army Exchange Service. Got a little newspaper clipping right here. Well, actually, I think this is a newspaper page. And a postogram. And then if we flip this, December on the USS Casper, Merry Christmas, Mother's Day card. And then in here we got a couple of newspapers that are still folded up. This is like a big newspaper clipping that's taped in there. I'm not going to open all of that up. I got a nice long picture here of General Jonathan Wainwright landing in Syracuse. Got some newspaper clippings here. Japanese returning home from internment camps. Got a map up here. Saturday, August 18th, 1945. General MacArthur. Right here, don't think I can make it to Christmas. We'll try. Please be patient. See you soon. Love, Bill. Another birthday telegram. This is interesting right here. July 6, 1945. We have been able to identify Sergeant Gem. He is not listed as casualty, and as far as War Department can determine, was okay about 2 weeks ago. Doesn't mention anything about a mishap or wounding or anything like that, so I thought that was interesting. Right here, November 23rd, Thanksgiving Day for 1944. Aboard the USS Casper. And then right here, Syracuse native, story on him who was making a movie about Okinawa. Right here, Syracuse, more Syracuse stuff. Mighty 7th War Loan up in there. Right here, little card. And some more. There's a newspaper clipping on the surrender of Japan. And General MacArthur right there. USS Missouri. This one's really cool right here. Show this real quick. Let you know how I make out on furlough. See you soon, love, Bill. Right here, though, we got a really big domain of the Golden Dragon. Right here, aboard the James B. Francis again. 15th of March, 1943, crossing the 180th meridian. So, really cool. Right here, have arrived. Back at home. A couple of newspaper clippings on William right here. T4, son of so-and-so, is on his way home. Sergeant, formerly of Riggy Ave, has informed his parents of his promotion to rank. That's pretty cool. Flattened by Wasp torpedo hit. So that's about the USS Wasp, or I can't remember if it was the USS Wasp, but the aircraft carrier, the Wasp. Here's his immunization records for typhoid, tetanus, yellow fever, influenza, cholera. Man, he had a whole bunch in there. Let's see, I've got to turn some of these real carefully because there's a lot of stuff in here. Up here we got a really written on envelope, 1943, January 20th. Right here, this is orders for assembling, I believe, is what this is. And here's everybody's name, their rank, their number, and what group they were all in. and where they would be going. And if I remember correctly, his was in here somewhere. He's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. 842nd Signal Service Battalion, William Gem, right there. Tech 4, Signal C, 121-99857. That was his service number. On the next page, got a whole bunch of Japanese currency. Really cool. Certificate of Customs. Got some more newspapers in here folded up. Chemical warfare data for your protection when gas is used when the alarm sounds. Pretty neat. There's papers on that, and then there's some postcards in here. Season's greetings from Okinawa. They're taped in there, and I think that is the end of it. Yep, that is the end of it. So, thank you guys for staying tuned through all that if you did make it all the way through. I know this is kind of a lengthy video, but got a lot of stuff coming in, so it's been a lot of good stuff too. But I'm going to be rearranging my room here pretty soon too, so maybe we'll hit you guys with an updated room tour here in the future. But again, I want to thank you guys for the continued support and everything. It really means a lot. Be sure to follow me. I'm also on Instagram, and I am on TikTok, actually making a couple of videos on the things that I like to collect. So if you want to, go ahead and check that out. But in the meantime, thank you guys again, and we'll see you in the next video.